Hello everyone and welcome back to LPB Racing. We have dug into the archives and this is the first ever LPB Racing race on the Saturday Championships that we did in the Compact Touring Cup. Now this is going back a bit, so let's take you through the grid for this one then. It's a Compact Touring Cars, so let me just press play so I can get onto the thing. So it's Compact Touring Cars. So basically like little VW Polos or Mazda Demios, that kind of thing. And there was the one-shot qualifying for the grid, and then I reversed it, so for a bit of fun. So it's JP on pole position, and in second place, on 1 minute, that's a yellow car. Sorry guys, it's been a while, let me just, so it's Domingo second. I'll just go through the grid in the old-fashioned way. So it's Domingo second, third for Keith, he's in the Zimmer frame racing car. Then we've got Pogger McDoggers, which is basically what Tidal Wave used to be called, or Anime, what his name now. So that's what it used to be called back in the day. He's in a purple 208. And then we've got TY in a blue and yellow 208, number 92. Then we've got T Tempio in the Fiat Abarth 500, or the Abarth 500. Bidster in a VW Polo. Then we have Woo Woo in a Suzuki Swift. Then we've got Neil Farmack at the back in a Mazda Demio. He was on pole, but I reversed it. So Neil is on pole, but he's at the back of the grid. So let's get on with this then. So let's go back to the cameras and press play. Sorry about that, guys, with the mistake. It was obviously a bit of a... Oh, it was a while ago, and away we go then for the Compact Touring Cup. We've not got many of these videos. We've only got 2 or 3 saved, but it's better than nothing. So, down to turn 1, and we've got a brilliant start there for Pogger McDoggers. McDoggers in the lead from Domingo second. Then it's T-Harness, TY in third place. Keith alongside him in fourth in the Polo. As they come into the complex section, JP's gone to the back of the grid already, so a bad start for JP there as we go into the tight section, all bunching up there as Woo Woo to the inside in the Monster Suzuki, and round the right-hander, and everyone's been able to tune these cars as they want, as long as it meets a certain parameter. So we've tried to get the cars as close as we can, and there's Neil Farmack in the Mazda. It was very, very rapid in qualifying that car. Diesel Mazda. So it's got a lot of pulling power as we go up the hill then. Poggers is under pressure from Domingo. Down the back straight into the tunnel. 120 odd mile an hour as there comes the Demio of Neil Farmack. There he is into the hairpin. Oh, contact between Domingo and TY as I think Domingo goes wide, but he's resumed and we're okay. We're all through there, but I'm not sure if that's going to stick. We'll see. But Poggers goes to the inside of Domingo towards the last corner, side by side, and up over the start finish line we go. Neil Farmack's on his way. There he is. Neil Farmack down the main straight. He's got a lot more speed than everyone else. 135 on the inside. Domingo brakes late. Slots in between Woo Woo and Pogger at the front. There's Neil Farmack. Look at the pull of that Mazda up the hill. The pulling power of that Mazda. The power is unbelievable. Into the complex section, bit of contact there as we go into the right-hander, but everyone survives, everyone's pointing the right way, that's the main thing. But Neil Farmack on an absolute charge. We need to BOP that Mazda, I think, but it's absolutely being driven on its rails by Neil at the minute, as he's now looking to attack Domingo, who's grass cutting on the inside. Pogger McDoggers still leads the way. King Domingo from Neil Farmack. Woo Woo, T-Harness, which is TY. Keith ahead of Bidster in the 2 Polos there, on the back of the line, with a penalty unfortunately. It's T Tempio. Anyone else with a penalty? I don't think so far. Tempio is serving his penalty. He's low the half-second penalty, but then loses about 2 seconds doing it. As on the inside is Woo Woo on the inside of Domingo. trying to go through on the inside. He's done it. He's got through and he's trying to shut the door on Domingo. Domingo's trying to stick his nose in there. And also at the same time, I think Woo Woo's got a good run on Ponga McDougars. There he goes. Oh, it's so funny saying that name, Ponga McDougars. As we go over the start-finish line. Over the start-finish line on the straight. 130 mile an hour plus. Neil Farmack's already took the lead and he's absolutely running away. That Mazda absolutely, has got a lot of power, that Mazda. He's dialing back a bit, but Neil's still doing a fantastic job in front. As Woo Woo now has got the whole field behind him. There's a bit of contact between Ponga McDougars and Woo Woo. Domingo still keeping his bright yellow Swift in the mix there. And Bidster and Keith still not able to match the other cars in the Polos quite yet. Very close racing, this incredible stuff. We'll have to bring back the Compact Cup at some point in the future with a more balanced BOPs, but they're not too bad. It's just the Mazda that needs bringing back a bit, I think. But we're all good so far. There's Neil in shot. There's Woo Woo, and oh, and on the inside, TY. Domingo tries to turn in, but TY's already there, and TY goes through. And Bidster now on the back of Domingo. There's Bidster and he's got a penalty. Bidster, he must have cut the corner on the inside. No one else has got one, so we'll see here. Bidster will have to slow. He'll be slowing down, and then Keith will probably just go straight through him there as a ghost. So down to the hairpin then. Oh, we got TY almost into the back of Ponga McDougars there, just braking very late, and luckily no contact, so we're okay. Domingo trying to get a run out the corner on TY, but again that's not quite worked out for him. We go down the hill and up the rise onto the start finish straight. Neil Farmack at the end, he's on his own, he's doing 135 miles an hour, but the top speed's not the best, but obviously it accelerates very, very quick, that Mazda, because it's diesel, so it accelerates very quick. Back at this time I didn't have the experience with the BOP to pick it back down a bit, but nowadays I do. But we still can't knock Neil for driving very good as well. Not just the car, it takes a good driver. Neil is a good driver, and TY for some reason has got the wipers on. He must think he's back in the Laurel and Hardy comedy. That is really going back to me as that, as turning the wipers on to try and go faster, and so has Ponga McDougars. He's got his wipers on as well. So there must be something about them Peugeots, they must have the French electrics, and they must be playing up already. You don't see the Japanese or the German cars with that problem. So we go onto the back straight then, up the hill. Big Clout Hill, that's where the Mazda of Neil Farmack will gain a significant advantage on the acceleration. Down to the hairpin, then there's going to be some moves here, there's going to be some defensive moves as well. TY looking at Pogger, and also we've got Keith looking at Domingo. To the inside, last minute goes TY down the inside, brilliant move there. But he's alongside each other, you couldn't help running wide there because of the couldn't get more lock on, but still side by side, giving each other room. Domingo's still in front of Keith as we go along the start-finish straight now. Side by side for third place in the race. Woo Woo and Neil Farmack further ahead. Down into turn one on the inside. TY brakes late as T-Harness brakes late. And no way through. Keith keeping Bidster back, further back as well. Bidster in the VW Polo. He's lost a place to Keith, and Keith and Bidster still side by side through this section, still side by side. Bidster's not giving up, but he has to give in because Keith has the line, and no way through there for Bids in the orange Polo, and he's got another penalty there as the game says you have been naughty, you have cut 1mm too much of track, and therefore you will be given a penalty that could cost you 2 seconds for gaining about 1,000th. So Bids will not be happy with that. Domingo's got one as well. So it's only about a rate of attrition at this, at less penalties means more speed, as TY goes wide, hits the wall, and that means Domingo has to take advantage, and then he gets a Polo on each side of him going up the hill. So Domingo, the real loser in that, he's got a penalty to serve as well, and he's lost time because TY ran wide, hit the wall, and then that's all she wrote. So Bidster serving the penalty that he had as well, so that'll let TY back through, and now he's on the case of Keith, trying to get his place back on the inside line. Keith turns in, nope, no way through that way, Sunshine. Keith in the Zimmer Frame Racing, the tartan colours, the old school, it's a bit like the Polo's wearing its own waistcoat. It's quite cool actually. Zimmer Frame Racing, Keith's own little made-up team. He's one of the older lads, but he's absolutely races like he's 21. Brilliant stuff from Keith. He's now got TY, gets a good run. T-Harness on the inside, TY on the inside, gets a good run. Business trying to follow Keith through, but he gives him a little tap, and Keith runs a bit wide there, and now Business is going to try and get through on the inside. Not quite a push to pass, I don't think it was intentional contact, but let's see what they do here. Business is going to fold in, he's going to respectfully let Keith have the place and then go to the inside and try and get through again, but no. Trying to play the game here with him as he gets to the inside, hooks it round the inside. He's going to get alongside for the next right-hander. He's going to try, but Keith says, no you don't, Sunshine, I've been around the block a few more times than you, and this place is mine for now. Keith flashing his lights at TY as well. And now Business again having a look to the inside, but no way through. Good battle this. Keith runs a bit wide, and now Business gets a good run up the hill. Trying to get the run on Keith. Trying to get that run. Side by side, identical cars. Down to the hairpin, side by side. And don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, to the channel if you are enjoying this content. This race was actually done about 2.5 years ago. It's incredible. But 2 years ago. It's been a while, but Bister goes through on Keith, gives him a little flash to hazards, and away he goes now, trying to chase down TY, but Keith will not be daft. Keith will try and stay with him or even try and pass him into the next corner. Meanwhile, Neil up front, 140.437, his fastest lap of the race, and consistently in the 40s there. And then 41s for Woo Woo in second place in the Suzuki. Then it's Pogger McDoggers in the Peugeot. Then it's everyone else's. TY, he's getting poloed here. Let's just go back and have a look into the entry of that corner, see if what we missed. Just to go wind back just 10 seconds, just have a look as we go into the first corner. And Business sends it down the inside, missed his braking point completely, hits TY. Keith then ends up hitting him as well. Binsdale lets TY back through, so sorry pal, my mistake, sorry about that, could have been worse. Domingo passes Keith and all that mess as well, and Tempio's not too far back in the Bath as well. So closing up then, all these cars battling for fourth place here. Slight bit of damage on the front of Domingo's car, but it's all cosmetic in this. All cars running the hard tyre and all to a specific tune. All to a specific blueprint, as you will. As Bister runs wide there, and now Domingo's going down the inside of him, but no, has to back out of it. Bister's already turned in, and out of the corner then, TY wide, and so's Bids, but I think you can use that line, so that's good. There's Domingo, there's Keith, there is T Tempio, the Abarth. All together down to the hairpin, and the closest ones on track are Domingo, and he's got Keith behind him now, breaking into the hairpin. No way through this time as Bidster has a look at TY on the way out the corner. Bidster's got a good run through the corner, trying to have a look at TY on the way out, but no way through there. Got to stick in the draft. Side by side for Keith and Tempio in the background. Seek 1 and there's Tempio, which is another name on here. Down to turn 1, Bidster and TY battling out for fourth place. Round the outside goes Bidster as he outbraked himself again. I think he might have done, but no, he's going to try and get the run round the outside now and try and get the run up the hill, but no, TY says no you don't. Meanwhile, Tempio's got ahead of Keith into turn 1 as well. Side by side for Bidster and TY. These two do not give up. Side by side still through the next bit. Excellent racing there, not a single bit of contact between the two of them. That is epic racing, and that is two drivers that trust each other 100%. Absolutely class stuff there by Bidster and TY. That is how racing is done. Get liking, get subscribing to this content if you enjoy it, because I tell you something, I am. I'm making it. As we go into the left-hander onto the run up the hill, Domingo still in touch with these two, and also we've still got Tempio and Keith back there. JP is just struggling a bit with this car, is back in 9th place, not as experienced as everyone else, but he's still doing an absolutely brilliant job there in 9th place. Meanwhile, checking on the leader, there is Neil Farmack in the diesel Mazda, accelerating out the hairpin. Still in the 140s, 141s for Woo Woo, and then everybody else here, as Pogger McDoggers looks like he's been caught by the pack. Bidster ahead of TY now, and they're still battling for positions. Domingo still wondering when these two are going to trip each other up. Keeping it, Domingo, you never know. As we've got Pogger McDogger there, purple Peugeot, these other Peugeot mate of, no, not teammate, but a Peugeot friend of TY, and then we've got the VW Polo of Bidster in the orange and Union Jack colours on the inside, braking on the inside, trying to get it stopped. Again, I think Bidster's struggling with the brakes on this, and TY takes him back, no way through there for Bids. Domingo again just waiting in the wings, waiting for a mistake, but he's only got one, well, he's got less than a lap to do it now, because it's the last lap. Now or never for these guys. Domingo getting right close up behind the Polo of Bids. There's TY. And there's one mistake by Pogger McDoggers, and he's not going to have 3rd place much longer, and he's got a swarm of them behind him, waiting to take that position in case he does. So the left-hander then, before we go up the hill, crucial to get a good run out of this corner, to get the power on up the hill. Looks like everyone got a decent run there, so everyone got a decent run. Keith still got a decent gap to Tempio. Meanwhile, Neil Farmack coming down to the hairpin for the last time in this race, the first race of the LPB Compact Touring Cup, of which we've only got a few videos for, but again, I'll bring you all these nostalgic content, everything I can find out of the old library before things got deleted, I'll try and find. As Bidster to the inside of TY for the last time on the inside, and takes the position. So let's have a see what they do in the draft coming down to the line. But Neil Farmack in the Mazda Demio wins the race. Well done for Neil Farmack. Epic stuff for Neil. Well done. And Woo Woo in 2nd place. Well done to Woo Woo. 2nd place for him. And now everybody else for 3rd. It's Pogger McDoggers who's going to be 3rd. Who's going to be 4th? It's going to be TY. He takes Bidster on the line from Domingo. And then it's going to be Keith just in front of Tempio. And then JP is going to be 9th. Epic finish there. And that was pretty much the sum of what it was like for the season. Epic racing all through the grid, and every race was very exciting to watch. So there's JP just crossing the line there. Epic stuff from JP. But your winner is Neil Farmack in that little Mazda Demio, the little diesel, the little dirty diesel does it. There he is in the Mazda Demio. Let's get a good shot of his car. There he is. All right, nice one, and brilliant stuff from him, and we'll see you guys next time for hopefully more of this classic content. We'll see you next time. Take care.